Scroll through the Deep Rock Galactic Discord, and whenever someone mentions the LOK-1, you'll see comments about how it needs more ammo. Search on the subreddit and you'll see the same things. From the moment I first used it, it felt like a weapon that wanted you to maximize the amount of lock-ons possible at a time, and then let the trigger shoot out a storm of bullets into as many enemies as possible. That's what it felt like the developers wanted you to do, and I know a lot of other people have felt the same. That identity was the point I was trying to make in my last video about how the LOK-1's design screams out that it's a huge wave clear weapon. But eventually though, you start to realize something. You're shooting a lot. You're constantly locking onto bugs and shooting them, but the swarm isn't really getting any thinner. A lot of bugs are left with very little health, and you need to use more ammo to finish them up. With 180 base ammo, it feels like you're going through all of that ammo extremely quickly. So then what is the problem with the LOK-1? Right now, I think there's two main problems with the LOK-1 that's causing all of the other issues being raised about it. The main problem with the LOK-1 is that it doesn't do enough base damage. Because of how the LOK-1 works, more often than not, you're going to be hitting body shots on bugs rather than weak point shots. With the highest burst damage build that you can run, which is the first option in each tier in the executioner overclock, you'll waste 2 to 6 bullets per enemy on average. One weak point shot will kill a grunt, or it'll take 3 body shots. For a slasher, it takes 2 weak point shots or 5 body shots. And for a guard, it takes 3 weak point shots or 9 body shots. That adds up a lot over the course of a swarm, and it's easy to see why people run out of ammo. Because of how little damage the LOK-1 does, and because you're almost always going to be hitting the bug's body armor instead of its weak point due to the weapon aiming itself, you're going to be more and more inefficient with your ammo the more enemies that you lock onto at a time. So the first thing the LOK-1 needs is more base damage, or at least more base damage when hitting body shots. If this is helping you out, hitting the like button will recommend the video to more people and help other players out. Thank you. There is a workaround to the LOK-1's main problem, but it feels like you're using it the opposite way that it was intended to be used. I think this is a problem with the current LOK-1, so I'll explain what I mean in a moment after showing the workaround. The workaround is to go with macro lens and lock onto one target and kill them at a time, or lock onto a couple targets at a time and kill them. Basically, if you lock on target and fire at less enemies at a time, you'll get more kills and use less ammo. What's happening is that macro lens shrinks the area that you can scan to target enemies, and the smaller the area, the less enemies that you'll target. When there's less enemies to target and fire on, it's a lot more likely those bullets will track towards the front of the target, which is normally the weak point on most bugs and make up the swarm that's coming at you. It's not perfect, but if you switch to doing this instead of maximizing the amount of locks that you get at a time, you'll quickly notice a lot of your issues with the LOK-1 just go away. But this feels like the complete opposite intention the developers had for the LOK-1. We all feel the LOK-1 begging to rip through a swarm of enemies and be one of the best wave clearing primaries in the game, but in reality, the best way to use it is to go against its nature. And so the second problem with the LOK-1 is not enough benefits for maximizing or getting more lock-ons, which would make it the wave clear weapon that we all want it to be. An easy solution to start would be for the current overclocks and mods that give a bonus when you hit max locks to also give smaller bonuses as you get more lock-ons. For example, Unstable Lock Mechanism increases the damage of all shots by 20% when you reach max locks. That max lock bonus could still be the same or even higher, but you should get a tiny damage boost every couple lock-ons that you hit. That way the bonus damage scales linearly the more lock-ons that you have until you hit the max. This encourages you to lock onto more enemies as your damage bonus increases, but it's not an all or nothing. It's not get 0 damage bonus if you fire and didn't get one more lock on to reach the max. The first step to making the LOK-1 more of the wave clear weapon that we all want it to be is to increase the base damage of the weapon and then improve the benefits you get from getting more lock-ons. Let's start with that, and then we can talk about some more ammo for it. Subscribe to the channel for more content that helps you enjoy Deep Rock Galactic, and like this video if it helps you out. Liking the video will help other players see the video and get recommended build guides on the channel. Thanks for watching.